Hey, crafty friends. Happy Sunday. Happy Labor Day. It's Diane with Bean Street Paper, and today I'm going to do a real quick video on a super quick card design that you can work up if you need a card in a pinch. This is the design. These guys are already done, so they're ready to go to the shop for people to pick up when they get their coffee. But it's super easy, and it's great for using up scraps. Let me set those aside real quick. I have on my desk this paper pad that I pulled out. It's a 6x6. I don't normally use 6x6, but it's called Family Ties from Pebbles. And I thought I would start working my way through it just to see if I can maybe use it up or get rid of some of these paper pads that are laying around here. So without further ado, let's get started. Put that aside. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a pre-purchased card base that I got from Michaels or Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure. It's already scored, as you can see. I had in the past purchased lots of these, and I just want to use them up because now I just make my own card bases. But I don't want to waste these. So when I fold this guy in half, it is actually a little different dimension than the ones I make. So it ends up being, instead of 4 1/4, it ends up being 4 by 5 1/2, which is fine. I just, like I said, I don't want to waste them, so I'm going to use them. So I have that card base ready. I've already punched my circle and my scallop circle using my Cuttlebug because I didn't want to do that on video. And I have a scrap here that I think I'm going to use as part of this. I have my mat already cut. Now I like a small, as you can see by the cards I've already done, I like a small mat. So a small edge, I guess is what you would call it. So I cut my first mat at 3 7/8 by. Let me check this. I cut it at 3 7/8 by 5 3/8. And then my pattern paper, which is what I'm going to cut right here to fit, I want to cut it at 3 3/4. So this is what I'm going to cut it at, 3 3/4. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it on a diagonal and not really pay too much attention to how I'm going to do it. And that'll be part of my card. So that'll use up a portion of a scrap. Now let me go through my little stack right here and see if I have anything. I have this that's too similar to me. Let's see what we have in here that we've already. I like the solid colors. Let's use, I like that polka dot. Let's see what else is in here. More polka dots. How about a plaid? Let's use a plaid. Right? That'll be cute. Okay. So I'm also going to cut that. Now, I am going to cut that. Like I said, it has to be 3 3/4. And I'm just going to cut the full mat. So I'll do it 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. And what I'm going to do with that is glue my flowered paper directly to that mat. Just like that. Also, I just realized it has a little bit of a serrated edge here from where I tore it out of the book. So I'm going to just trim the littlest bit of bottom off that. Okay. So here's how this goes together. Move those out of the way. I'm gonna take my slanted piece and use my Bearly Art glue and just go around the edge and then put a little bit in the middle. You don't need a whole lot with this glue. It's actually kind of awesome. Okay, and then I like to use the liquid glue for this part because it gives me a second to move it around on here and make sure that it covers the whole base. So there I have it glued in place. I just press it down. And now I'll go to my ATG gun and attach it to my mat. This is so easy and so quick. You can work one of these up in just a second. You don't have to really think about it. Okay, there's my mat, and I'm gonna glue that to my card, also with my ATG gun. Now, make sure my card opens the right way. Nope, oop, that would have been bad. It would have been upside down. I'm gonna glue this guy to my card. And then I'm gonna take my white, I'm gonna stamp on this, but I'm gonna attach them together first. Okay. And then I am going to glue that to my circle. Now, I like to just set 2 heavy blocks on top of that while I pick out my sentiment. I'm gonna use, let's see, I used this for the other 2. I think I'm gonna use this Peaceful Moments. I think I'm gonna use With Deepest Sympathy. I don't have enough sympathy cards at the store, so I'm gonna use With Deepest Sympathy and make some. So I will just put that on my block. And I will need, I've been stamping in this cobalt blue archival ink because I think it matches this paper really well. So I'm gonna move the blocks out of the way and stamp my sentiment. Just pounce some ink on there. Make sure I stick that in the middle of my circle. Okay, perfect. And your card is, at this point, 90% done. I'm gonna bring my card back and I'm just gonna glue this right in the middle with wet glue. Again, I'm gonna use my Bearly Art glitter glue. Or Bearly, it's not art glitter glue, it's Bearly Art glue. Sorry. And I'm going to just center that right here. Okay, and again, I'll bring back my blocks and just lay that there. Now, I'm going to use this butterfly punch. This is, I believe, a Martha Stewart punch. I've had it forever. I get the most use out of this punch. I use it for everything. And I'm going to go through some of these scraps over here on the side of my table. Here's some yellow that matches. Here's a blue. It doesn't have to match the card. They all kind of coordinate, which is the good thing when you're using a paper pad because most of the papers coordinate. So I'm just going to punch out 2 butterflies. I'm going to do a light colored one and a dark colored one. And with my glue, I'm going to just attach them in the middle. And I like them to kind of, like, one flies that way and one flies that way, so I always make sure they're not facing the same direction. And there you have it for the most part. I have a few little rhinestones here that I will put on their bodies. I'll just simply run a little line of glue. I like to be extra cautious with my rhinestones and make sure they have plenty of glue on them so that they stick forever and not pop off. I feel like that extra little bit of glue gives them a fighting chance per se. Oh, that one has a little scrap of paper stuck to it. Uh-oh, where'd he go? Oh, he's right there. All right. And there you have it. Super quick, super simple card. Perfect for any beginner, or even if you just need a quick card. You can kind of fold up the wings a little bit here so that it gives it a little bit of dimension. If you wanted to add some floral embellishments, you could do that also. You can embellish more if you want to. I just like the simplicity of this card. Whoop. And like I said, I've been kind of making them with different sentiments on them. I need to fill some slots at the store out of some birthday cards and thank you and sympathy cards. So there you have it, my friends. Go forth and be crafty. I hope this helped you, inspire you today, and have a wonderful day.